Howdy Guam, welcome back to another Cherry Detailings YouTube video. Today we're going to be performing a 6-year ceramic coating on this 2015 Infiniti Q50, and what you're looking at are the before pictures or before videos of this vehicle and how severe the paint condition is on this vehicle. It has a lot of swirls, deep scratches, water spots, bug etchings, you name it. I mean, it is a 2015 Infiniti, so it has some wear and tear already on the vehicle, so we're going to do the best we can to restore this vehicle back to its like new condition. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe and continue watching all the way to the end to see the after results of this vehicle. Jumping into the exterior detail, we're going to be performing the headlight restoration first. We're just sanding it down, getting ready for the multi-stage buff and polish. And the reason why we're doing a headlight restoration is because we want the entire car to look uniform. We are going to be doing a 6-year ceramic coating, so the entire vehicle is going to look almost new, so it's best to perform the headlight restoration if it needs to, just to make the vehicle look clean. And then we're going to jump into the wheels, tires, and wheel wells, decontaminating it, removing any dirt, brake dust, grime from those wheels. Take your favorite all-purpose cleaner or your favorite tire cleaner and just go to town on the tires. Make sure you try to clean them. And also communication is key, because sometimes these older model rims will have a lot of brake dust accumulated in the wheelbarrows, and it'll start to corrode in between those wheelbarrows. So it's best to communicate that with the customer as well. And then with the body, we're going to start with the pre-rinse, removing any loose debris, contamination, loose bug etchings. And then for this vehicle, because of how severe the exterior is, we're going to be doing a heavy decontamination, meaning we're going to do an iron remover, let that dwell on the paint for a couple seconds or a couple minutes, pre-rinse it. Then we're going to after we're done doing the foam bath, the hand wash, we're going to get into the clay bar, and you'll see how contaminated this vehicle is. So right now we're just performing a foam bath on the car. Remember, you want to wash your car from the top down. You don't want to wash your car starting from the bottom up, because you're going to end up dragging dirt from the bottom all the way up to the top and introducing more work for you to do. So make sure you guys wash your car from the top down and always go in straight lines to mitigate those swirl marks. Then after that, we hit it with another wash, rinsing off all the soap, and now getting into the clay bar. And you'll see how dirty this car is even after we're done washing it. The paint is still very, very contaminated. It has, we had to decontaminate this vehicle twice, meaning we went around the entire car first time with the clay bar, and then went around again with the second time with the clay bar. And it's just because of lack of maintenance, and it's best to decontaminate the vehicle before you do the multi-stage buff and polish, the paint correction or the paint enhancement, whatever service you're providing. So with this, because we're doing a 6-year ceramic coating and it's never been buffed and polished before, so this is the opportunity for us to put it in that like new condition before we lock it in with a 6-year ceramic coating by System X. Once you're done washing the vehicle, make sure you get your drying towel and your blower, and you want to blow all the water out of the cracks and crevices of this vehicle. Make sure there's no hidden water or retaining water left behind. You want to make sure you can wipe this car as dry as possible. Now getting into the fun part of this detail, we're going to be performing a 2-stage paint correction, meaning we're going to go around with the first buffing pad, which is Meguiar's microfiber cutting pad, and combined with Roop's DA course cutting compound, and we're going to be pretty aggressive on this paint. We're going to try to remove at least 90% of all these paint imperfections, of course considering the fact that some of these deep scratches are still going to be there. And remember, that's all on the communication part with the customer, letting them know that these imperfections will not go away. The only thing that we can do is probably round off the edges, make them look a little bit invisible to the eye, but of course if you're looking for it, you're definitely gonna find them. Remember, this car is a 2015. You have to consider the age of this vehicle, so always inspect the vehicle, take before and after pictures, and that way it can back you up as well if you have a pretty nasty customer. So as you can see, this paint has a lot of deep swirls, a lot of scratches, bug etchings, tree sap etchings, just you name it. This vehicle was neglected, never been taken care of properly, and now we're gonna refresh it, rejuvenate it, and bring it back to that like new condition. When you're using a cutting compound and a cutting disc, you want to make sure you don't burn through that clear coat. So always have a paint gauge on hand, and gauge the paint as so often, so that way you know exactly how much clear coat you're dealing with, and you don't overwork the clear coat and burn through it. So as you see some of the before and after effects, this vehicle is pretty severe. So we spent about 2 days working on it. The first day we did the entire first pass with the microfiber cutting disc and a microfiber and DA coarse cutting compound. That we use that in the entire vehicle. From there, once you're done using all of that, you probably do some touch-ups, go back with your light. We use Match Light Scan Grip 8. This is a really good light. I highly recommend it for anyone who specializes in ceramic coating or paint correction, paint enhancement. This light really helps expose your work, so that way you can have the best results possible. And being a detailer, light is always, there's never enough light to have. So if you have enough light, by all means use the most light you could possibly get. And as you see, check it out, here's the first pass. You can still see the DA haze and all that, and that's all right. That's caused by the polisher itself, because we're going aggressive. We're going to refine that with a finishing polish, and the finishing polish, what we're using is another Roops product, ultra finish compound with the black Lake Country foam pad. Those two combinations are our go-tos. They work out best for us. So if you guys are in the market for some polishes or not sure what to use as your finishing polish, we use the Roops Ultrafine combined with Lake Country's foam pad, and it's really good. Once you're done, make sure you clean the car. Once you're done doing the paint correction, you're gonna leave behind so much dust just from that cutting compound. You wanna make sure you can clean this car immaculate. You want no dust on this car, so you don't seal it in with the ceramic coating. And this will be your final prep stage before you actually ceramic coat the vehicle. Make sure you get your air compressor, your blower, your vacuum, your fine makeup brushes or your fine detail brushes, and you start dusting down every crack and crevice of this vehicle, of your vehicle that you're working on. Make sure you make it very clean. The door jambs, the rubber seals, you want to wipe all that down. You don't want any white residue showing. It just shows that you're unprofessional if you have leftover white stains on the black, or white stains on the rubber seals, or dust particles in between the cracks and crevices. You want to make sure you can clean that car really good. And then before you coat, you want to go around with the iso alcohol prep, or we use microfiber surface prep or Maguire surface prep. Both products are great. It's really personal preference on what product you want to use to wipe down the vehicle before you ceramic coat. Finally, the final stage is the coating of the vehicle. We're applying System X Pro, which is a 6-year ceramic coating product by System X. This is a really good product, one of our favorites and one of our popular coatings here on the island. A lot of our daily driver vehicles opt in for a 6-year ceramic coating. We do offer more coatings, like a 3-year or a 10-year coatings. 3 years are not so popular amongst the island, but a 6-year and a 10-year are what we usually perform on a weekly basis here on Guam. And if you guys are interested in ceramic coatings, make sure your detailer talks to you guys about exactly what it does and what it doesn't do. Some people mistake that a ceramic coating is bulletproof. It, will protect your car. It won't leave any scratches, water spots. That's totally false. A ceramic coating will protect your car. It will protect it against oxidation, UV damage, and loss of color. It will help mitigate those water spots, but it will not stop the water spots. Unfortunately, that's the cold hard truth about ceramic coatings. But it will help the water not stick to the paint, meaning it's super hydrophobic and it beads. But of course, as the beads sit on the car and the sun bakes the bead into the coating, it's eventually gonna etch those mineral or evaporate that water, leaving behind minerals, and those minerals will most definitely etch into that coating. But it's okay. That's what the ceramic coating is designed for. It's designed to protect the main body clear coat, base coat of your vehicle. So if you have ceramic coating over it, you can be assured that your vehicle's main body coat will be protected against oxidation, UV damage, loss of color, and water spots. Just remember, if you guys are really concerned about these water spots on your vehicle, there's really nothing you can do about it besides really wipe it down or use some water spot remover products and use that to wipe your car on a weekly or bi-weekly basis as it accumulates. You don't want to let that water sit on the car for months, and that's eventually just going to eat through that ceramic coating. Like I mentioned, you want to explain to the customer what a ceramic coating can and cannot do. A ceramic coating is not designed to where you don't have to wash your car anymore. You still have to do proper maintenance, just like anything in life. In order to keep it for a long time, you have to properly maintain it. Nothing is ever permanent, not even your life. So make sure you communicate that to the customer so that way you have no bad experience with any customer, and you want to make sure everyone's on the same page and everyone knows exactly what they're going to get, especially for the price that they're going to pay for a ceramic coating detail. So when you're applying the ceramic coating, you want to do crosshatch patterns where you go up and down and side to side. That's just assuring that you have full coverage on the vehicle. And then you take your first initial buffing towel, smear that all over the paint wherever you worked at, and make sure you level that coating down so it's nice and smooth. You cover the entire surface of your work area, and then you go in with your second towel to catch the leftover residue that didn't bond to the paint because it's already coated. And then from there we use a third towel, which is called our insurance towel, to make sure we really wipe up any residue left behind. And this is to minimize the high spots or the 5 o'clock shadows that you usually see with ceramic coatings when they're applied improperly. So make sure you take your time when you're coating the vehicle. Don't rush it. You do have a certain amount of drying time, especially depending on what type of coating you're working with. So make sure you take your time, wipe the car good, wipe areas that you probably might have touched, go over it again, use a third towel if you need to. And then from there, as you keep applying ceramic coating, the better you'll get. We've been doing this for a while already, so this is like our natural instinct, if that makes sense. Like I mentioned before, if you guys enjoyed this video, found it informational or entertaining, please like and subscribe. This will really benefit our channel and our online presence for here on the island. Here are the final results of a 6-year ceramic coating detail. This vehicle is a 2015 Infiniti Q50, so it does have a lot of permanent imperfections. Here's the before of the hood. You can see the swirls, the oxidation, the dirt, and all that stuff. And then we brought it into this condition where you still see a lot of the deep isolated scratches. And like I mentioned, that's all a part of the communication with the customer, letting them know what to expect out of a ceramic coating detail, and also considering the fact that this vehicle is aged and there's some things that you can and cannot do. So, but the customer was happy. We were happy that the customer was happy, and that's really what's all it's about, is where 100% customer satisfaction and making sure everyone understands what's going to happen and making sure everyone's on the same page. Here's another before and after of the side door, and just look at the difference of it. It's a big difference, and you could only do so much as a detailer, and as long as you communicate that to the customer, everything should be good to go. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and if you guys are interested in a ceramic coating detail and you're located on Guam, head over to the description down below, check out our website, give us a call, contact us, and we'll be happy to help you and fit you in a ceramic coating detail or any detail service that you're interested in. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.